The father of a 6-year-old Indigenous boy who was killed in 2018 is applauding Premier David Eby's promise to get answers about his son's tragic case. And a warning for you, details in this story are distressing. Dontay Lucas was taken into care after he was born. Years later, the Nuu Child Welfare Agency, ASMA, returned him to a home with his birth mother and stepfather. 4 months after that, Dontay was dead. His parents charged with killing him. In spite of many questions, there has been no inquiry, and now the Premier is asking why. He's far from the only one. Here's our Wamish Hamilton with his perspective on the need for answers.
Dontay Lucas would have been 12 years old now, on the cusp of being a young man. As a child of Nuu ancestry, he would have also participated in his first potlatch by now. But being a teen, an adult, having kids of his own, these will never come to be. Dontay was killed in 2018. He was 6 years old. His birth mother and stepfather pleaded guilty to manslaughter. There was no trial, but details from court documents, the nature of wounds on his young body, are horrific. They will be sentenced in May in Port Alberni Provincial Court. That will end the criminal proceedings, but there are still so many questions left unanswered. Despite these guilty pleas, no agency and no government ministry or minister has been held accountable in Dontay's death. We have to ask, who is responsible? He was in the care of USMA, the Nuu Child Welfare Agency. USMA enforces provincial legislation as a delegate for the Ministry of Children and Family Development. The provincial representative for Children and Youth decided in December to not yet investigate Dontay's death. She said, the potential further harm and trauma to the families and communities was among the reasons she wouldn't investigate. A 6-year-old child died. What greater harm could there be? Why isn't USMA held to the same standard of scrutiny and accountability that the province would be if Dontay died in ministry care? In 2019, USMA released an audit looking at records from 2014 to 2018. Which was the year Dontay died, but they would not investigate his death. Premier David Eby says he plans to get answers. Many will be waiting to hear from him. In all of this, we can't forget Dontay. USMA is the Nuu word that translates to precious one. Precious like he was. Precious to all of us. I'm Wamish Hamilton in Vancouver.